Hello, I'm still taking my mini vacation. I am home, so I'm recording this on my computer. But we're just going to be doing one video today, which is the just New York Times games, and we're adding Wordle to it. So we're just going to be going through all of Wordle, then connections, then pips, then mini crossword, then strands. And I do have my wheel, so we will be spinning for tomorrow's Wordle word if you haven't done it yet. All right, so without further ado, let us hit play. And I said just start with aeons again. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So we have an O in the middle and then an S somewhere. That's pretty good. I was thinking like store, but there's no E, but we could do storm. Is there another stork? Stork would be interesting. Let's see. Story to get the Y. I kind of like story. So there's stork, storm, story. There's probably SHOs, SLO. I don't know. Let's just go with story and see where that takes us. All right. Well, we placed the S and the O. There's no T. There's no R. There's no Y. So SL maybe? SLO. I couldn't think of one. I wonder if I should have thought about this more. SHO? Not ending in E makes this actually really hard. Could it be a double O? I know there's sloop. There's also spool. I think spool might be better. They get some good letters to test double O. Let's do it. Okay, sure. I know at least sloop was left. We'll check with the bot real quick. I'm just going to do the official bot here. Again, we're doing a truncated video, and we're just going to try to speed through everything. So it gave me a 90 skill, 60 luck. We had 118 starting with aeons. Most people did follow up with story or short. Short's pretty good. Storm, sport, stork. So we have that story, storm, stork that I was thinking about. Stomp, frost, shout, shoot is what it would go with, which would be very good today. All right, and then spool. There were quite a few words left for. Is that how story would turn out, or is that how? I'm not sure. I never know how to read this bot. If I go back, okay, it looks like these are the words that were left. We had a lot, a lot of words left. Is kind of the point. All right, cool. We got the most common result, and so after story being two greens, we still had scoff, scold, scoop, scowl, shock, shook, spoil, spoof, swoop, spook, smock, spool, sloop, and slosh. And I somehow got it right away. The spool. Other people did spoil, shock, scold, spool, scoop, swoop, sloop. There are double L's being tested here. All right, sloop is fun because you get the two yellows. All right, anyway, we're trying to speed through this. It does place pupil spool. This is always weird that it repeats the P in the first spot, but I do believe the other bot I use suggests the same thing, so must be very important. All right, we've got 0.2% starting with spool. How many are losing today? No, basically no one. If you do, you lose. It's on spoof or spook or spoon or spoil or sloop. Interesting. All right. Well, let's spin the wheel and see what we're going to start with tomorrow on Christmas Day, December 25th. All right. It's going to be Slain, suggested by Blitzfan. So if you want to follow along, these are some good letters. Start with Slain tomorrow and report in how you did in tomorrow's video. All right. Let's move right on to connections here. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Singe, Munch, Paper, Pollock, Bacon, Champ, Char, Whistler, Bite, Tang, Wrapped, Cheese, Hump, Bread, Soul, and Chew. Soul, like the only thing. The soul thing. Pretty sure that's the only definition of that soul. Is it, or is the soul of a shoe spelled that way? Tang and Bite feel similar. They're also next to each other. Pollock. What is Pollock? Jackson Pollock? Is that even how you spell his name? We have cheese. We have bacon. Oh, what's going on today? Singe. Hump. There's like speed humps to slow down cars. I don't think it's speed blank though. It was a thought. Huh. Bread and cheese, just like staple. I wonder if bread, cheese, and bacon. Are we making a sandwich? I don't know. What kind of sandwich are we making? Chew. We're chewing our sandwich? Char and champ? Why am I not seeing anything? Munch? Munch paper. Whistler is weird. Someone who whistles. What else could it be? Whistler. I'm not really seeing other words that help that. What are we putting paper with? Char? Okay, hold on. Munch and chew are synonyms. Bite. What's the other one for like just eating, like using your your mouth? Champ, like you can champ at the bit. I think this is like the things you do with your teeth. Masticate. Okay. Okay, so what else do we have? Bacon. So I think we're making some kind of sandwich with bacon, cheese, and bread, but I don't know what the fourth ingredient is. Wrapped is interesting. Like your rapt attention. You're engrossed. Wrapped, it feels like a word that would be great for purple if purple wants to just use letters. Like it just starts with rap. I mean, are these like starting with things you can musically do? You can sing, you can rap, you can hum. This is it. You can whistle. There we go. Mouth noises. Ways to vocalize musically, plus a letter. Okay. Itchy nose. Okay, we still have yellow here. Oh, are these just fish? Char, sole, and pollock, and tang, I think, are all fish. What are we? Why is paper in with bread, bacon, and cheese? I don't know, but these are fish, I think. These are fish. I knew pollock was something. It wasn't clicking that pollock was a fish. I was gonna say sole was a fish, but I thought it was spelled differently for some reason. No, now that I look at it, it definitely is spelled that way. I mean, obviously it is. They wouldn't get that wrong, but I don't know why I was thinking that. All right. Is this just like we're wrapping it in paper? So we're just making like a bacon grilled cheese and wrapping it in paper? I don't know. Oh, never mind. These are all slang for money. Bacon, bread, cheese, and paper are all slang for money. Okay. I think I've heard all of those for money. Like bring home the bacon. Bread is slang for money. Cheese, paper. Okay. There's so much slang for money. Alrighty. Another weird category plus letter. I'm getting good at spotting those. Basically, if there's a word like wrapped is what got it. Like if there's a word that I'm like, I don't know what the heck this is doing here. I just start looking for removing or adding letters and seeing what I can do with it. All right. Difficulty, let's say 2.5, and let's say we have an 85% solve rate. I don't know. Those don't really match, but is this the scream with cheese bread? Okay. They gave it 2. Let's see. 60% solve rate. Okay, 4 out of 5. People have trouble finding those purples. My order's 1 to 72. That's very common. People are getting green. They're getting blue. They're actually getting purple before yellow. I think yellow is a difficult category today. evens out quite a bit on second. Ever. People are getting green. So we have 13% getting nothing, 12% getting green, 8% getting green yellow, 2% getting yellow. So blue and purple are the ones people are having trouble with. It's kind of interesting. But like, we've already gotten rid of 25% of people by the time we have anything that contains yellow. And then some people got only blue, so that's another 1%. Yeah, so yellow are synonyms, which is why it's yellow, but it's certainly not the easiest category. Sandwich ingredients, like, oh yeah, let's just add some fish into our sandwich, right? That's what I was thinking. It's tough, right? Even after paper was added there, I was like, I guess you can wrap your sandwich in paper. They do that all the time. Anyway, famous paint. Okay, so Munch, Pollock, Bacon, and Whistler are paint. Yeah, so that was our rainbow herring. I was right that Pollock is a painter. Is this Francis Bacon? I don't think Francis Bacon was a painter, was he? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure about Whistler either. Normally I'd look it up, but we're just trying to get through this. So first, people are getting green, blue, the painters, rainbow herring, purple, yellow, and then putting wrapped in with chewing, and then cinch, char, bite, and tang. I think these are like thinking, okay, this is like a strong taste, maybe. All right. Well, how'd you do? And let's move straight on to pips here. Oops. Sorry. Fixing the zoom. All right. Starting with the easy. We only have a singular 1. It goes into a 3, so it's got to go to the right. This is 3, 6. And then this is 6, 4. And this is 6, 2. And then the 2 goes here. All right. So much faster on computer. All right, let's do the medium. Ooh, we don't have an in for the medium. And this, we do have a couple double equals. So what's we doing with this 4? If we have a 4, 1, a 4, 3, and a 4 blank. Which way are we going? Greater than 7? I don't know which way we're... I'm just gonna try something here. I'm gonna do 4 blank into here. And then I'm gonna go blank 1 into here. And then I'm gonna go 1. Oh, this didn't work already. So how am I doing this 3? Do I have a domino that adds to 3? That might be a good in. I do not have a domino that adds to 3. So I can't make this a domino. So this is a domino. And it's got to be attached to a 1 or a 2, or maybe I could use the blank. But this 4 is going to either be 4 blank, 4, 1, or 4, 3. 4 blank, 4, 1, 4, 3. I have an idea. 4, 3, blank, blank, blank. What was I going to do? Blank 1. I still need to add to 4 with 2 different guys. Okay, I can use those 2. Oh, but then I was going to use the 1, 4 here. So now I know it's wrong because I can't add to 4. I can't put a domino here. That's no good with this. So that's not it. I could go straight down with the blank 4 and then just put the 5, 5 in here. Greater than 7. I don't have any way to go greater than 7, so I can't put the 5, 5 in there. All right, so I think I'm on the right track, but I don't know what 4 we're putting across here. So the greater than 7 needs to be at least 4, 4, or it probably involves this 5, 5 though. So I think this 5, 5 goes here because this is how the dominoes go. So let's just use that. And then the 4... How am I adding to 3? I don't have a 2. So I am doing 3 blank. So I think what I had before was correct here. This 4, 3. And then it doesn't have to be blank, blank, though. It could be like blank. One of the 4s is used here, so it's not blank 4. What if it was blank 1? What happens there? Maybe the blank, blank goes in here. Maybe we do 4, 1 like that. And then I can do the... Can't add to 4. I can't add to 4. All right. 4 blank blank 1. I think this 4-3 is forced because if I put a blank in, oh, I could do 4 blank. Okay. This is an option because then I just have to put a 3 here into an equal. So I could do the 3-1. And then I could do, well, I'm not doing 1-4, so I could do 1 blank. Wait, am I able to do 4 now? Only if I keep one of these blank. Okay, so blank. No, I can't do blank blank here. No, this didn't work. Shoot, mediums has been so much harder than hard recently. Let's go back to the 4-3. That seemed to work okay until it didn't. That does make sense. I was doing the blank blank here. Because then I could do blank 1 and 4-1. So what was the issue here? I don't have a way to add to 4 is the issue. So what would give me a way to add to 4? Can I maybe do blank 1 up here instead? And then 1, no. See, I can't do the 1-3 or 1-4. That doesn't work. What if I did this though? No, I still don't have a way to add to 4. Okay. I mean, these are our options. I can't put the blank 4 in here. I don't have enough 4s. Let's approach this from another angle. I'm pretty sure this 5-5 is forced. So, and the 4-3 is forced. So now this has to be 3. Yeah, this has to be 3 or 4. So how am I adding to 4 here? I think what I have to, oh, see, I can't use the 4 blank and the 4-1 here because now I don't have a 4 for that guy. So I'm not doing that. I could, oh, so 1-3 doesn't work because that only has a 6. So I have to put the 3 or the 4 in there. I'm not doing 3-1 this way because I don't have a 3 to put here. So we don't have a 2 for 1 + 2 for this 3. Okay. So we're putting a 4 in there. So I think what we have to do is the 4-1 and then the 3-1. I think that's the only way we're getting 4. So by doing that, now we've limited what goes here. This is going to be blank. We have all the blanks left. The 4 blank would go in here. I don't have enough to like... Wait, I have a blank blank that I can just stick here now. And now I can do... No. The blank blank has to go here. I think that's my only option. And then the 4 blank goes here, but this can't be the 1 blank either way. Shoot, I thought all of that was forced. Okay, what if the 4 blank were here then? And then the 3, oh, see, the 3-4 doesn't make sense there. No way. I don't have another 1. The 1 can't go in the 3 cage or either equal cage or the 4. So this is obviously already wrong. There's no way out of this. I thought that these two are forced. This 5-5 is forced because in order to get greater than 7, I can't do the 4-4 because there's a 4 in here. So I have to use the 5. And this is the only place the 5 fits in this orientation that's forced because how am I adding to 3? There is no singular domino that adds to 3, so I have to split it up with this and this. can't see another way forward. I'm trying to be faster today just because time limit, but there's clearly some like obvious thing I haven't thought of. So this is a 3 or a 4. Into I don't think we can do 4 blank. No. A 4 is used here. A 4 is used here. That's both of our 4s. Let's look at the 4 blank here. No, because then I have too many 4s in need here. Okay. So it has to be the 4-1. That's forced. Now I only have a singular 3. But now the issue is this 1 has nowhere to go. So I clearly made a logical error about these 2 being forced. That's clear at this point. It's all about this 3 cage. The only ways to add to 3 are 0 plus 3 or 1 plus 2. We don't have a 2. So it's 0 plus 3. Which means that this cell is a 0 or a 3. So the only other option is 4, 0 here. That would allow us to do the 4, 3 down here with the 1 that I was trying to get rid of somewhere. Or not. I don't know. This has to be a 3. So this is 3, 1. And then we can do 4, 1. This doesn't quite work. Does it? Wait. I think I got it. Okay. It ended up being that we had the double blank in there. I thought I tried that earlier. I did try that earlier. I'm not sure where I went wrong. Probably just didn't try all the cases. Phew, that took a while. All right, let's move on to the hard. It's a Y.
One eternity later.
So my point from the start, I have to recap to make sure my logic's good. 6s. We're going to use a 6 in the 11, and we're going to use a 6 in here. We have one more 6, which is going to be used by one of our 12s within a 2, 4, 6. 5s, one goes in the 11, one goes in this 5, and then the 12 is going to use a 3, 4, 5. That's going to use up all our 5s. Now that 6s and 5s are used up, now this 11 has to be 4, 4, 3. So I've already got 2, 4, 6 in here, 2, 3, 4 in here, and this 4. That's 3 4s, and then I need 5 4s in total. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So obviously something's wrong with my logic. There's some way to spread out my 5s and 6s better. See, my logic for the 12 cage was if I don't use a 5 or a 6 in a 12 cage, the only way to get to 12 is 4, 4, 4. And I only have 4 4s. So it seemed unlikely. Let's investigate that, actually. I can do a 6, 4 here. I can do a 4 blank down. And I can throw out one of my 4s here, and then we have a 4 here still. And that frees up a 5 and a 6 to use elsewhere. Okay. Maybe we have to do that then. I don't know if it's the 4, 3 or the 4, 2 that goes down here, so we'll hold off on that. Yeah, I don't know if the 5 goes in the 12 or if the 4 goes in the 12. So then what's the 11 going to use then? It can't use any 4s. So how are we adding to 11? Could be 5, 6 blank. 3, 6 is 9. So it could be 3, 3, 6. I'm not sure. Okay. So so what's this 12? How are we adding to 12? It doesn't use a 4. So it's not 3, 4, 5. It's not 2, 4, 6. Could it be 2, 5, 5? I don't want to use another 5, do I? I mean, I guess I have it now. We have a 5 used in the 11. We have a 5 used here. We only have one free 5. We have more free 6s now. So what if another 6 goes in this 12? Could it be a 6/6 blank? No, because the issue with this 12 is I need a double. I need a full domino in the 12. So what's that going to be? Is it going to be the 11? With the... Is it going to be 6? I used the 4/6 up. I mean, that seems so wrong. But maybe. Now this 4 determines the equal, so it's going to be the 2 or the 3. So how are we adding to 11 here? I'm not sure. Well, I have this blank 5 that can go in. Or I'm thinking the blank 5 goes here. Now. It has to go here now. And then my final 6 is used down here. I have a 5 still, though. I have a 1/5. I can't do the 1/5. Well, I could do it this way. So now these add to 6. So 0, 3, and 2, 3, and 4, 2. And then 4, 3 here. Oh my gosh, I got it. That was really unintuitive. Oh my gosh. I wanted this to be a fast video. This was 26 minutes for this one Pips game. I didn't know it was that long. Holy cow. This video is too long. Okay. Well, let's keep going. So mini crossword. Why did they make it so hard today? Oops. All right, so we're doing the mini crossword. Wednesday, December 24th. Wordle or Boggle? They're games. Big Newton. I don't know. Specialized vocabulary. Specialized vocabulary. I'm not sure. See you in a bit. Later, maybe? Tone of many internet comments. Angry? Sharks use them to breathe. Gills. Not angry. From Singapore to South Korea, say. Singapore to South Korea? I mean, it's like northeast. What are we trying to do here? Oh, from Singapore or South Korea. I read 2. We're Asian. All right. Large ocean ray, a manta. Blank beaver. Eager beaver. Second largest city in the Republic of Ireland after Dublin. I'm not sure, but this is Isaac Newton. This is lingo. And snark. And Cork is the second largest city of Ireland. All right. Well, how'd you do? Let's move on to Strands. Gather around. Are we gathering around the table? I'm kind of like over this. Oh, snug. Snug as a bug. Huh. So we're like bundled up, or mocha? Sorry, how about mocha this way? Mocha. I don't know. Are these like things you do in winter time to warm up? That's kind of what I'm thinking. What's this X doing? Relaxing. Just vacation things? I don't know. Relaxing. Cozy? All right, it's relaxing. It's cozy. It's pleasant. Somri. I like this omri ending, maybe. Can't think of a word. Omri. We have 4 words left. I still like mocha, but obviously it wasn't that. Chocolate somehow. I mean, these are all descriptors, right? We're cozy, we're pleasant, we're relaxing. Merry, that's not the right Mary anyway. Cozy, we got home. Sorry, homey. Okay. What's this F doing? I'm not going FT, FS. I mean, maybe it's in the middle of a word. Let's see. Mocha without the H? Comfy. Comfy and cozy. 2 words. They're both 4 letters long. I'm fried. That pips destroyed me. Oh, just warm and soft. Okay. That took too long to see. Alrighty, got there. And I'm going to end the video there. Hope you enjoyed it. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all that good stuff. Back to normal soon. Let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.